My name is Enrique Robert. I am the executive director of a neighborhood center. I was originally an attorney at law in my homeland, El Salvador, where I practiced law and human rights. At that time in my homeland, there was a civil war that forced me to seek asylum in Canada, and that now I have a Canadian life. United Way for me was a welcoming place who taught me English, a welcoming place who helped me to develop as a person and learn how to work in Canada. So United Way has been around me, and I have been around United Way for 21 years. What it means to me as a director of a neighborhood center is an equal partner, a respectful equal partner who walk the walk, not only talk the talk. The role of a neighborhood center is to identify the needs of our community and fulfill them in the best possible way. With the diversity that this neighborhood has, it's a challenge. It's a challenge not only in the diversity of incomes, but also in the diversity of race, languages. We serve over 22 languages here. The idea is to have an integrated system in which there is no difference of class, there is no difference of income. And that is our commitment. That is no different than the commitment that I had before coming to Canada. It's a community doesn't build if it doesn't build with the effort of all of us. So I think it's a difficult question to say, are you a community builder? Well, aren't you? All of us are, in different ways.
United Way was there to help when my husband was diagnosed with mental health illness. He was struggling to accept this imperfection. He was dealing with the stigma himself, but I was also dealing with taking care of a small child. I saw my main responsibility as making sure that Haley was safe and able to grow up happy and healthy. People don't tend to think about mental illness and how it impacts the family. Never heard of a service like this before, and I'm so grateful for it. Mental health illness is nobody's fault. It's not my husband's fault, it's not my fault, it's not Haley's fault, and we're all understanding that better because of the United Way funded program that we're involved in. When I think of United Way, I think of community. I think it's a way of bringing everybody together to bring out the best in all of us. You don't want anybody to be left out. And I think United Way plays an instrumental role in making sure that everyone feels like they belong in the community.
My name's Alex Dow, I'm 28. I have the pleasure of living and working in the same community. United Way is, I think, something that in our city we can be really proud of. I think that they are the backbone of the social service system in our city and across the country.
99 Blackwell was a great site for us to look at doing a project at because we had a lot of support from residents who lived in the building.
Each year, the residents get together and they say, okay, what do we want to see improve in the neighborhood?
This entire space here the grass was growing to be this tall, and there was tons of trash all over here, and the kids couldn't even really use the space.
What we've tried to do is create opportunities for residents to influence change in a number of ways. The community garden being a great example of that.
The dream for the space was to create a garden where families could learn how to grow their own food. It was residents from the whole neighborhood that were involved in helping to clear the site and helping to dig the beds and building the frames and everything. So the whole community came together to support this building.
Community is about people connecting with people in deeper ways than they might just seeing them in the elevator in passing every day. United Way is taking a very, I think, progressive stance and saying that we're not just going to be a typical funder, but we're also going to support community and build communities. Because we know that when a community knows their neighbors and when a community interacts together, it's a safer community.